Growing up in a rough neighborhood, Mack White faced many challenges. As a teen, poor decisions led to Mack's arrest and conviction for a violent crime. His sentence included incarceration at a maximum security juvenile facility in Texas. Surviving life in prison was more difficult than Mack anticipated, but his incarceration time gave Mack an opportunity to confront the reality of his situation. He realized that to reach his potential would require a change of heart. Days before turning 20, Mack was released from prison. He was determined to make the most of this second chance, but knew the temptation of falling back into old habits was not going away. 300 miles away, Carmen Studer heard about Mack's story and the situation he was facing. Moved by compassion for a young man eager to embrace a new life, Carmen and her family drove across Texas to meet Mack and find out how they could help.
What happened with me is I realized that the biggest truth of this whole thing is that we are all accountable to do something. And I was in church one night, and they were playing this really beautiful song about people all over the world. And the video clips were from literally all over the world, and there were pictures of some of the most beautiful children in such poverty. They, didn't have clothes on, and they were sad faces and dirty. And I was so upset by it. Why is it like that? Why are people so miserable? And it was just impressed upon me. It's your job. That's why you're here.
After meeting Mack, the Studer family talked through their options and decided to invite this 20-year-old convicted felon to come and live with them. It would be Carmen's gift for Mother's Day 2009.
And they asked would I have a problem moving in with them. And when they said that, it just really surprised me because I wasn't expecting that. And I looked towards my dad, and he looked at me, and we was just shocked and amazed. And it was the first question we asked was well, if it does happen, when do y'all want me to come? And Mr. Studer, he was the first one, and he was like, you can come today if you want to. So, my heart just dropped when it happened because, for one, it was surprising to me, and then for two, I just felt like that was the blessing right there. And I was just so appreciative of that.
While the gesture moved each of them, they all were quickly faced with the reality of the situation.
There's a difference between being inviting and helpful and naive, right? So you got to, that's called reality. It did come from that. Until we were comfortable, there was, pretty much securities in place. So, the guy didn't have a front of the house.
I didn't really feel like I was fitting in because where I'm from, I'm not used to seeing somebody with their mom and dad just having a family, so I wasn't really used to that, so it really kind of got to me. And at first I got homesick, and after a couple weeks, it just all came. I look at Miss Studer like my mother. That family just showed me so much love. We do stuff like, if we having problems, we sit down and we talk about it. We don't escape to the door and run off. What you used to, where I'm from, if the parents get into it, the dad leaves and say he done with this. Once I seen that, it surprised me because that stuff you see on the Brady Bunch or Fresh Prince or something you see on TV. You in my situation, you would never think that was capable of happening. You'll think that was just TV. And I saw that they worked together as a family. I saw that, and it just made me more comfortable.
Today, the Studer family's support has helped Mack embrace the person he was created to be and to approach his future with confidence.
Well, yeah, when I introduce him to my friends, I call him as my brother because he truly feels like my brother. He'll give me a hug, he'll call me his buddy, stuff like that, and we hang out, we talk, we listen to music together and watch movies. He seems like he's become a lot happier.
I would actually say he's added more to our life than we probably could to his.
It's been kind of one of those few things where everybody in the house was positively affected.
And I realize opportunity is already out there. I just got to go get it. It's not going to come knock on my door and say, Mack, you want a job? And I want to be an example to people in my area where I came from to let them know nothing's impossible. Everything is possible.
It would be my hope that people would want to do anything, that children would want to do something nice for somebody. that adults would reach out and help somebody, that people would actually try and imagine living in someone else's shoes and realizing that, wow, I can do something to change that person's life.